Hello everybody, it's VerticalSandwich. Let's talk a little bit about the Alchemist quest, right? So we're halfway through the Alchemist quest. We're not really halfway through, we're more like 10% through. Oh, by the way, this is VerticalSandwich. Welcome back to Let's Play Kuni. I actually don't know that I would suggest this quest at all. If you're not worried about completing all the errands in the game, which there is a trophy for, if you're not worried about that, it's not worth it. The rewards are, the rewards are some formula, really, when it comes down to it. But for the amount of work it is, it's pretty crazy. It's a pretty crazy amount of stuff. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to go over exactly how I'm going to grind to get the things I need. So what I need is 5 Kaleidostones and 5 Scrolls of Truth. So my place of choice to grind for Scrolls of Truth is the Tombstone Trail. Because it's the rare steel from Honky Tonkers. The golden Honky Tonkers. And what I found when I was doing this for my other file was pretty deep in here is the place you want to be. Now, the grind for this is going to be crazy. What I'm hoping is that we can get one of each in this video. I'm not holding my breath for that, though. That's a lot to ask, believe it. Well, you should believe that. You should believe that that's a lot to ask, because it is. So, personally, what I found is, my best luck was way in here. And I actually had a little, I actually had a little, I always hit this dead end. I actually have my own little area that I like to hit, multiple encounters in. So. But, the place that I usually do this is pretty deep into the cave system. So, almost at the end of this. I was gonna say, did I just hit another dead end? Now, you can also do this in the Miasma Marsh for the gold hobgoblins. Or the gold toko in the Vault of Tears. Alright, so the first thing you want to do, well, that's a trumpy pumper, and that's not what we want. We actually want a honky tonker. So the first thing we're going to do is go to tactics. And go, don't do anything. And don't do anything. Oh, you know what, I did that wrong. I did it wrong, and I paid the price. So I like to run in this area here. Check this guy, reset his encounter thing, go back to where we were. Wait a minute. That is like the craziest programming error ever. That encounter is always stuck in the ceiling. So yeah, we check to see that that's not the thing we want. We can go down here. Check the first one down this hallway. That's not what we want. Scare him away. Go back down here. Not what we want. There we go.
Let's do it.
Okay, there's our gold honky tonker.
Swing.
Allow me.
Now what we actually want to do, we want Oliver to don't do anything. We want everybody to don't do anything. And then we're just gonna mugshot this thing.
Get a load of this.
Okay, we got a star crystal. We would have been fine if Oliver hadn't been attacking us there. So yeah, so that's our strategy. Our strategy is to do nothing but mug. And the reason is this, is because in this short amount of time, if you let the AI play this game, in the short amount of time that the enemies will live, you will not have time to mugshot if any ability that interrupts other abilities happens. And Oliver's stupid might will do his slash ability right away every time and interrupt your earliest mugshot. You want to watch out about not running all the way to that treasure chest because you will hit a trap. You gotta watch that. There are still curse traps around here. Hey, Egg Guy. Look at me, Egg Guy. I need you to reset your encounter. So, this is the game, right here. Oh, there's one. Okay, cool. Come here, you. Yeah, Drumpy Bumper. We're still gonna mug it.
Swing.
Allow me. Get a load of this.
Ah, he stole the beast tank. It's a weapon. Oh, I gotta see this. No, I want to see it. Okay.
We won.
So that is the strategy I'm going to use to steal. And the Scroll of Truth is their rare steal. But the thing about it is, it's not drop reliant, it's steal reliant. So, you know, you're going to get one opportunity to steal. You won't necessarily get one opportunity for a drop in every encounter. So that's why I prefer this. And maybe it has something to do with feeling in control. I do force them to reset themselves. It's probably not necessary. If you walk a certain distance away, they'd reset themselves anyway. So yeah, not exciting. Doesn't have to be exciting. Just it has to be the way to do a thing. It has to get the goal accomplished. I actually had very good luck in this little room the last time I did this, and at this intersection. Better luck than I'm having now. But it gives you 4 encounters to reset over and over in the area where you're looking for. Now, there might be an advantage to going to the Vault of Tears, because your creature there is a gold Toko. And the issue is, with the Toko creatures, the gold Tokos, and gold Toko colds and such, they give you a lot of gold instead of a lot of experience. The Toko cold gives you a ridiculous amount of gold.
Let's go! Here goes!
Now, it's the same thing with the demon, the other ingredient in the demon axe, which is the Kaleidostone. It is not easier than this. Now you can grind Kaleidostones. And we gotta get out of here. It's been more than half the video. You can grind Kaleidostones by defeating gold Tokakolds, which will give you a ton of gold. And you find them in the what do you call it? In the Ivory Tower. You find them where you would grind for normal Tokakolds, which is the last hallway before the White Witch. We should maybe go over that next. In our next, we're gonna split this. We're gonna split grinding into 2 videos and talk about where to grind for experience as well. So, if you're grinding in here, you want to use Veil probably to get to where you're going. Now, this is another one that has a slight amount of problems, and it's this. Just like the one we just did, where there were 2 different forms of the enemy. What we're looking for are golden bedraggles, and there are actually there's a different type of enemy that shares its model. And you're going to want to keep Veil cast for most of this, because those witch enemies, they will attack regardless. They don't care how overleveled you are. Okay, well this is the enemy we're looking for. Kind of. I mean, it's the sprite.
Here we go!
But we're looking for the bedraggle, not the dragamuffin.
Swing!
Step aside. Ready?
And so what I find easiest about this, or what I find is the easiest way to do this, I should say, is to go down here, No, it's up here further. If it's not right here. It's not. But is to run down past here, we can refill our health when we need to. And there's a fake wall over here. And it allows us to go back where we were and run in a giant circle. Alright, and that's what we're looking for, right there. B.A.B. Draggle.
We're under attack.
Yeah, we don't want the Dragamuffin.
Allow me!
I mean, we'll try it. It's not going to give us what we want, but it might give us something interesting. Nope, failed to steal anything. And see, this is why it's important to... We can take the damage. Okay, we got a handful of crown berries. Not impressive, but... So now we ear splitter everything to death. And then we beat up this thing.
We did it.
We go back to casting Veil. And we continue around in our circle. If we see any dragons, we encounter them. Everything else we avoid. As we go past the save point, we refill our stats if we have to. So this is where I grind for those other things. You'll usually, I don't usually see the dragons down here. I usually see them on the other side. But yeah, right now we could, you know, grab more hit points and magic points if we want. This one's actually the system I prefer. You can actually, you can do the same thing in the Ivory Tower. Because you're right near the White Witch. You can just go to her save point. So yeah, you really hope for them right in here. Usually my encounter is right up on top of this ledge. Well, at least in the other dungeon, we saw the thing we were looking for. We haven't even done that yet. We've only got 2 more minutes left. So yeah, and by doing this, I did manage to get 5 of each. It took hours. I mean, it's going to take you hours. Don't think for a second it won't. Don't think like, oh, I get lucky and blah, blah, blah. It's not about that. It really isn't. I mean, obviously there's an element of luck. But, you know, these are rare drops and steals. They're not the common drops and steals. It's not like you can encounter 5 of these things and get 5 of what you're looking for. You'll get garbage. I mean, you don't... There are only a few things that you need. For this kind of thing. We're also so in the next video we're going to talk about experience and gold grinding, and some of the alchemy grinding we need to do, or at least one aspect of the alchemy grinding that we need to do. So yeah, we haven't seen one since. We're gonna end this video. It's getting boring. When we come back, more of this. Bye, everybody.